Hey folks, in order to use T, there are some minimum requirements. Usually the problem will just say we draw from a population that is normal or salmon lengths are normally distributed or something, and you just go do the problem, no big deal. But in the beginning, they try and, in the homework, trick you and ask you some weird questions. So there are some minimum requirements. So either the population is normally distributed, so the population that you're sampling from is normally distributed, or as long as your sample size is big, more than 30, you can go ahead and use T. And by T, use the t-test or use the t-interval. Okay, so here's some situations. Here's how I like to do it. Can I use T? And so we'll just say yes or no for these 4 situations. Um, as long as the distribution that you're sampling from is normal, then of course. So sample size happens to be 5, but the distribution we're sampling from is normal. Okay, I really don't care what the sample size is. Our original distribution is normal, so yes. And then right here, the distribution that we're sampling from is normal. So can we use T? Yes. I don't really care what the sample size is. So that's why whenever you read the problems I create, I always quickly say, assume salmon lengths are normally distributed or something similar. Okay, so here's where it's interesting. Let's say that the distribution which we're sampling from is not normal. It's unknown. Okay. Well, what if the sample size is big, like 40? Oh, that's more than 30. Oh, so we are allowed to use T. Okay. So if you're going to be a statistics major, this idea is interesting. You're like, oh, so as long as the sample size is large enough, we can still use T. Oh, that's amazing. Or just memorize these 2 ideas, but hopefully you find that pretty interesting. Oh, the original distribution is unknown. It's not normal necessarily. It's unknown. And our sample size isn't that big. It's only 15. Am I allowed to use T? Probably shouldn't. Oh, so what do? I just say, no, I can't use T, so I'm just done? Yeah. Okay, cool.